Accessibility is a right, not a privilege. I get to enjoy my favorite sweet treat. Anything I'm craving, I have access to. I have no fears of being hungry. Need to purchase something? No problem. I can park anywhere, walk into any store I need. I won't pee my pants today. I don't think twice about opening a door, stepping over a curb, accessing a bathroom, or navigating a narrow hallway. But for those living with accessibility challenges, this is still something they dream to one day experience. For many, they still hope for basic human rights that many of us take for granted. For the people living with accessibility challenges, the same simple trip can be a nightmare, filled with constant barriers, a heavy door with no accessibility button, a curb too high, or an accessible bathroom that just doesn't even exist. In Ontario, approximately 2.6 million people have a disability. This translates to roughly 1 in 4 Ontarians living with a disability and experiencing various types of accessibility challenges in their everyday life. While some consider leaving their home a simple everyday task, for 25% of Ontario people, it can be a series of degrading challenges and humiliating obstacles. Accessibility includes barrier-free access to indoor and outdoor spaces, where those living with disabilities live, work, and play. On multiple occasions this winter, I mean multiple occasions, I witnessed the city fail to plow sidewalks, leaving wheelchair-bound community members stuck in the snow, stranded and vulnerable on the side of the road like the garbage cans we leave to be collected, or to be hit by a careless driver. Among the 8 million Canadians with disabilities, approximately 56 stated they experience one or more barriers to accessibility in public spaces, with the most common barriers being sidewalks when covered in ice and snow. There is a law in Ontario called the Accessibility for Ontarians with Disability Act, also known as AODA, who have the goal to make Ontario accessible for people with disabilities by 2025. But it's 2025. And a quick outing in my local community confirms that AODA is failing, that community leaders and our government is failing our most vulnerable members. Disability isn't the problem. Inaccessible environments are. Inaccessibility isolates, negatively impacts self-worth, and devalues a person. When public spaces, whether it be indoor or outdoor, a business or service, aren't designed for everyone, we're sending the message that some lives are less important than others, that some people belong less than others. Imagine being told every day in multiple ways, big and small, that society doesn't consider you, that you don't matter. I can grab my favorite coffee whenever, wherever, and that's a privilege. But true equity means creating a world where everyone can do the same, regardless of how you move, speak, see, or hear. I urge you to reach out to your community leaders, contact your counselors and your premiers, and speak up against inaccessibility that you witness. If you're wanting to learn more, please reach out to the Ontario Human Rights Commission. If you or somebody you know have experienced discrimination contrary to the Ontario Human Rights Code, I urge you to contact the Human Rights Legal Support Centre. Together, we can build a world that doesn't just accommodate, but one that truly includes. Thank you.